watercolor paints. You'll want to have a nice set of watercolor paints in your selection of art materials. They're extremely versatile and fun to use. Colored pencils or watercolor pencils are really great to have. You can use them with many other mediums, and they're extremely versatile in your toolkit. Acrylic paint is good to have. It's very beginner friendly, and you'll want a set of the major colors, the main colors, plus black and white. You'll want to choose titanium white, which is the most opaque. It's great for making tints, which are any color plus white, as it is the most opaque. It's really very forgiving and great to have. Oil pastels are a wonderful medium. They're very thick and creamy. You can draw with them, but they're actually considered a painting. So they're a wonderful medium. They were originally designed for Pablo Picasso, who wanted oil paint in a stick form. They're lovely to draw with and paint with, and they're very nice to have. Paintbrushes. A selection of brushes, some for water media like gouache or watercolor, and some for acrylic painting. Different sizes and shapes for different painting techniques. Pencils. You'll want a variety of drawing pencils. You want at the very least a 2B, a 4B, an HB, which are on the soft side. It's really nice to have a Stabilo pencil, which is, it writes on anything and it's water soluble. This is a Derwent sketching, which also is a water-soluble pencil. So these are almost like watercolor pencils. They're graphite pencils that are watercolor, so you can activate them with water. Those are really nice to have. Sketchbooks. It's really wonderful to have sketchbooks. You could take them on location. You can do preliminary sketches in them. The little black sketchbook I do a lot of swatching and color studies in, and it's one I go to a lot. Other ones I do just different types of watercolor studies in some. Other ones I just flesh out ideas in. They're very versatile. Ink pens. Ink pens are really great to have because they're good for sketching and drawing, as well as mixed media work. So they do really wonderfully with watercolor, especially the black pens. And also it's really great to have a white gel roller to go over watercolor and other mediums, like when you're working on colored papers or over acrylic paint. They make a beautiful mark, a beautiful white mark, which is totally unexpected. Next, I just want to talk about sharpeners. So having a hand sharpener and then an X-Acto knife to sharpen your pencils is really important. If you use the electric sharpener, it will tear up your really good art pencils and your colored pencils. So sharpening them by hand, either with an X-Acto knife or a really good quality hand sharpener, is the best way to do it. Otherwise, you will just chew them up with the electric sharpener. Art pencils are very soft. Papers. Let's talk about papers. So drawing paper is primarily for pencil, charcoal, and graphite. You can sometimes use inks on the drawing paper, but you don't want to get too crazy with wet media on it because it will sometimes bleed through. You're better off with using the mixed media paper or the watercolor paper because it's heavier and designed to take wet media. Both the watercolor and the mixed media paper are good for oil pastel, watercolor, gouache, and acrylic painting, and both are very versatile. The watercolor paper is heavier at 140 pound, and the mixed media paper is generally about 90 to 100 pounds. So you get the watercolor paper is a little bit heavier weight. I do recommend the 140 pound. It takes a little bit more abuse in the watercolor paper, and I love the Fabriano paper. I will be linking in the description box below to all the materials I've discussed here.